Over 6,000 square feet, 7 bedrooms, 4 full baths. You gotta come check this one out. We're sitting on 3 acres here. Walking up, we've got this beautiful pavers. We'll get over to this deck in a little while. Right off the kitchen. Alrighty, so now that we're out of the wind here, I'll give you a little bit of the stats on this property. So we are on 3 acres. We're just on the edge of Columbia City and Fort Wayne, right across the street from Union 12, to give you an idea of where this is located. So an awesome location, obviously access to major highways 30, 33, 69. So that's a key feature of this property. And then we have over 6,000 square feet, somewhere around 6,600 square feet. We have a ranch on a basement. So other key features on the lot, we have a detached garage. We have a pond on the lot. We have a small patch of wooded area. Some of it's been cleared. And then once again, we're sitting on 3 acres. So now we'll just go ahead right into the tour of the home. And this is a nice little landing spot built out. You get some of these details, a little bench here for shoes and whatnot. A larger family lived here. And so you'll see there's a lot of practical designs for a larger family. And as we make our way around, we'll go straight into the laundry room. This is every laundry lover's dream right here, I guess. This is a massive laundry space. Tons of storage and cabinetry. Said it was a larger family, so it makes a whole lot of sense to have a laundry room this large. You've even got space to build out over here. If you'd like a bench, table, anything to make your life a little easier on the laundry side of things. This is the water softener. Oh, this is neat. So they put this the water softener, the salt, up here so that they didn't have to take the bags downstairs, 40, 50 pound bags, taking those up and down stairs. No glue, so they did that. And then we have our first full bath here. First full bath, stand-up shower, and then we've got the toilet around here. Nothing great to look at, but yep, toilet around here. Alrighty, now we'll make our way into the kitchen. Very large kitchen space, and then obviously we have this open concept into dining and living room. I love some of this cabinetry they have here. Obviously custom built for the home. And it just smells like fresh wood. It smells so good. Spice rack here. And this is actually ready and plumbed for a bar sink. Just don't have one in yet. So, and then we'll make our way out onto that front deck that we saw before. It's pretty neat, prop plane. Probably a farmer in the area. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I love this. This is obviously a great space to hang out. Great space to hang out. Put a large table here for a family, and everybody can eat and gather around, friends, family. So yeah, this is an awesome space. This was just painted to this deck, and so it was painted with that really thick deck paint. This should last 5-10 years plus. So, all right, we'll go back in. Just noticed too, there's actually a screen here. That's nice. So now we'll make our way down into the dining room and living room space. And at over 6,000 square feet, so downstairs is a direct mirror of above. And we have 3,300 square feet up here. There is some unfinished space downstairs in the mechanical room that you'll see. But besides that, downstairs is pretty much all finished. So this was our homeschooling room. They homeschool their children, and So this is kind of outfitted for that. You got fun paint on the wall, kind of mimic like school colors and stuff like that. This could obviously just be another like eating space, a little game space, whatever you want in here. So this is a nice rec area. If you wanted to make this your office, you definitely could. I think there's a little bit better room for that, so we'll go check that out now. So this I think would be a little bit better room for an office just because of the size. Up to you, obviously. This could also be a bedroom. They use this as a bedroom. It's a good size room. Really good size room. Honestly, you could put a king bed in here and it would feel fine. That's how large this space is. So let's move on to the master, is where we're going to move on to next. And this is just a massive space. One thing you'll notice is none of these rooms are small. None of them. All of them could support a queen to king bed easily. The rooms downstairs can probably fit a couple king beds. So we'll go ahead and go out here on this deck. I could easily see myself waking up every morning. I got a Keurig in the room and I just wake up to coffee, come out here, chill on the deck. Even in some of those cooler months, it'd be really neat to come out here and just, good way to start your day, I guess. This is neat. It's really peaceful, birds chirping, whatnot. That's not editing. It's real life. Home is beautifully landscaped too. You'll see there's a couple things that obviously need to come together, just mulch and stuff like that, but just little maintenance things that need to happen. However, all of the plants that are picked out, it was really done at a professional level. It's really pretty. All right, let's move on to the master bathroom. It's right behind this wall here. Very long master bath. You'll see that all the countertops in all the bathrooms are all the same. We have a tub shower combo in here, but a really good space, really good space. And then directly behind you is the master closet. Once again, large space. You can change these shelves out any which way you want. These are obviously fixed in place, but really good space. And I'm 6 foot, just for reference of this area right here that we're in. So go ahead and now we're going to make our way to the other rooms here on the first level. Alrighty, so bedroom number 3, if you will. As I said before, all of these bedrooms are massive, so this area easily supports a queen bed, easily. And then you've got a massive walk-in closet up here as well. I'll walk into this just to give you, once again, a reference for the size, for the scope of this closet. These also have the adjustable shelves, and then these are stationary, set in place there. Now bedroom number 4 up here. Similar layout, just opposite. Once again, easily a queen bed. You could fit a king bed on that wall, honestly, and then you'd obviously have this space here, which is plenty of area for furniture, desk, whatever you need. A little gaming station, I guess. Not quite as big of a walk-in closet, but most adults are going to be fine with this walk-in closet. So great space, great space. They, the owners, when they built this, they definitely did not skimp on the square footage that they wanted in each room. Okay, so now we're in the third full bathroom. This is a tub shower combo here. And then one thing you're going to notice too, and you probably already thought to yourself, why is the vanity out here? Well, once again, this was built for a larger family, had 7 boys. And so having this set up this way was very practical for them. However, if this was a concern, one of the things that I thought about is this is almost like a Jack and Jill setup. if you just close off this hallway right here and put a door on it. That would lend a little bit more practicality to the space for what people are normally used to, without costing a whole ton to actually make it functional for your family. So yeah, so now we're gonna make our way downstairs. All right, so now we're downstairs in the basement, and you'll see this is pretty much a blank canvas, this open area here, and tons of rec. I guess you could wall things off here too, and maybe make a movie theater. I mean, this sky's the limits down here. This is a great space. We're gonna go immediately into the bedrooms, and then we'll go over to the other side of the house to show you kind of an unfinished area that was meant to be a kitchen down here. So cool ideas behind what that could be and mean for this property. This is one of the bedrooms that they use. This is, without measuring it, this is probably a 350 to 400 square foot bedroom. So this could be a lot of different things. More rec space, it could be a bedroom. You could build out a nice closet system here. Like I said, there were a couple bedrooms downstairs. You could fit 2 king beds in here. Now, why would you put 2 king beds down here? I don't know, but if you wanted to make this a bunk room, anything, I mean, once again, sky's the limits down here. And then going into bedroom number 6, very similar setup, a little bit of character on the walls, which is nice to see, especially since we have that country feel, having this shiplap, this distressed like shiplap here. It's really neat. They get a little better view too out of this window. And then we'll move on to bedroom number 7. This is our last bedroom. Technically, our last bedroom. Great space. If you needed a closet, obviously it'd be super easy to build one out here. You're not sacrificing space by doing that. These rooms are massive, massive. It's at 350 to 400 square foot each. Then we have the full bath. I'll let you walk in and see what that looks like. You have the stand-up shower, a little bit of storage. Worth noting too that the vanity is once again out here. Practicality, they had a bunch of boys. You know, people can obviously wash up out here, not take up bathroom time or space. Family that large, you kind of need to. However, plenty of space in there for a vanity if you chose to actually need that feature. And then we'll make our way actually into the mechanical room real quick. So there was no problem here. They just never finished the floor. They didn't have a need to. They had some equipment down here, I believe, fridge and that kind of thing. And they thought, we're not gonna bother with it. So they actually have the flooring. That's something that can be finished off. It's worth noting because you're probably gonna pick that out of the video and say, why didn't they do that? Is there something wrong? No, there's nothing wrong. They just never finished it. Okay, mechanical room. 2 large water heaters. That's a little overkill maybe even for this size of home. Large home, but that's probably a little bit of overkill, which is good because then you're never gonna run out of hot water. And they never wanted to. We have a geothermal system set up here. We're on well and septic. So that's also worth pointing out. Your well system, everything's down here. Sump pump, ejection pit, all that good stuff's down here. Clean, accessible. Lots of storage potential down here. Instead of, you know, bringing your Christmas tree up and down the attic steps that you can't even step on, you know, you can just bring it down here, set it up, leave it up all year round, and just ship it up. That's what we do in my house. We're fortunate enough to have a space like this and keep all the lights on the tree and just whoop, throw it upstairs when we're ready. So that's a nice mechanical room, really nice. Super clean, which is nice to see. Okay, so they've made this a kitchenette, which we'll get to in a second, but this was actually designed to be a kitchen, and then one of their boys kind of took over the space and used it as their bedroom. So we have the plumbing here. All of the plumbing and stuff that's necessary to outfit the kitchen is still in place. So that leads me to this idea. This could also be set up as a multi-generational living space pretty easily. You could re-outfit this to actually be a kitchen, and one family could be down here on the lower level while another is up top on the top level. And then you'd have a massive pantry. This would be the pantry of every woman's dreams. Yeah, massive closet. So right now it's outfitted to be a closet. Could turn into the pantry if you decided to finish off this kitchen space as it was intended. Just to point out too, I mean, when I tell you it was designed for a kitchen, it really was. You know, you got all your electrical up here at a counter height. You know, you got your GCIs, so it's really designed for that purpose. It wouldn't be hard to retrofit. Okay, so now we're gonna go through what was designed to be the mud room, but turned into a little kitchenette. And practically speaking, as a mud room, makes a whole lot of sense. You've got the floor drain, so you can kick off the muddy boots from working outside, everybody playing outside. So, well, now we'll go ahead and go outside. We're gonna continue with some more practical, I guess, features of the property, and we're gonna head up straight to the garage. I'd like to stop probably right here and just kind of give you an idea of scope of this patio, though. It is a pretty extensive patio space. Now, a lot of the new build homes, you're getting, you know, maybe 1.5 of these pads right here, and you've got 6. So this is a pretty large space. I'd say probably 12, 14 foot across, maybe 20 feet wide. So great space. I love these stones. It's expensive to put these stones in, by the way. These are awesome to see and done well. All right, so this space that we're going into is the garage, and this front section here was actually outfitted to be a commercial kitchen. And so once again, all the plumbing and stuff is there. They just took the commercial kitchen equipment out. But if you like to can, you know, maybe you have a garden over here and you want to start canning or something like that, you could once again re-outfit this to be that commercial kitchen space that you need. Or if you wanted, you could keep this as a garage space, and this would easily fit two cars. You probably have to put a different door on there though, because it's just a single car garage door. In this space, if you're a car enthusiast or have heavy equipment or anything like that, you could easily fit several cars in here. You wouldn't even need to change that door out. Literally, you could just whip right around and make this space work for 4 or 5 cars, maybe even 6 cars, depending on what you have. Got a little web on my eye. And then obviously we've got some good little storage space here. Yeah, big space. Once again, sky's the limits in here. Depending on what you need it for, it'll accommodate for sure. All right. And the house and I believe the house and the garage were built in 2016. So that's worth noting too. You know, this is just over 10 years old. So the stuff's relatively new. It's been taken care of and maintained very well. And that goes a long way when it comes to any upgrades that you want to do. You know, you could really move right into this thing and it's ready to go. So we'll go out here, check out this pond area. Like I mentioned before too, they cleared out some of these trees in this wooded space. You can do what you want out here. Tree house, tear some more trees down and make it flat if you want. You could skip the pond and build a pool. So I'll give you a little bit of reference here too. About right here is where the septic system ends. Those fingers that go out, they end right about here, right before the pond. So just to give you an idea of where the septic system actually is, a lot of people will ask that. And once again, since everything was done in 2016, I believe that septic was actually put in 5 years before 2016. So it would have been 2011 they would have put that in. So that's all up to code, it's up to date, it all runs well, we don't have to worry about that. And then if you got kids, come on now. This is brilliant. This is brilliant if you have kids. I might just go up myself. No, it's just So the geothermal, I guess, runs into this. They swam in this and said everything was fine with it. They do put blue chemical in there so that it gets this nice blue color. But because the geothermal runs into this, it stays warm. So don't go, you know, in the winter, don't go thinking you're gonna ice skate on this thing. You will fall through. And they said it is fairly deep, I think 12 foot at the center. So it drops off pretty quick. You don't wanna fall into that. You don't wanna fall into that in the winter. I don't care how warm it stays, it don't stay that warm when we got a -10 day, so. And then I'll take you around too to see the boundary. Some of this stuff is really practical stuff to see in this video. This is why I like doing these tours, so that you can get a actual feel and scope before committing to a tour. So you can clearly see the boundary of the property. There at that white conduit, it looks like, or tile. It looks like it might be a black tile painted white. And then you can clearly see the boundary, just go straight down. And there's actually a stake past those trees at the corner of the lot. And then you run straight up on this tree line. And that's your property, 3 acres. Exactly 3 acres here. And this is a great view too to get a scope of the house. It's a large house. When you approach the house, it doesn't seem anywhere near as large, but that's because you have that exact floor plan below. So this is a great view to see the scope. You probably already know this looking at the video if you watched the beginning, but you've got the deck here, and I guess since we'll be cutting this into smaller clips, it's worth noting that there is a full video tour. You can watch the full property tour as if you are having a private showing with me. If you're on Zillow, Realtor.com, Homes.com, there's a video section, and it will go straight to my YouTube channel where you can watch this full video tour. This is off of the what I started with before, do the weave here a little bit. This is off of the master. So cool little space, have your morning coffee, little breakfast. Maybe the kids are driving you crazy. You come out here and have your own little deck, which is nice. And then I love the landscaping. I think they absolutely crushed the landscaping. They did it themselves, but it looks like a professional came in here and did all of this. So obviously they just planted this flower bed, but this is gonna be a nice pretty scene right before you drive up to the property. All the different colors and the nice mature bushes. Yeah. There you have it. That is our property tour. So if you enjoyed this, potentially, you know, think about liking, subscribing to the YouTube channel. And if you found value from this and you really want to have a private showing, click the link associated with this property. I have a full landing page that will have this tour, amenities, other goodies for you to interact with on the website. And that'll give you a ton of information so that you can make a decision. And from there, schedule a tour. Schedule a tour on our website. I'm here to help. This is Oleg with One Real Estate. Thanks for watching.